Hello and welcome to the Techsplained PMS series. Are all PMS the same? It's very difficult to discover this in an interview format, but in a demonstration video, that's another story. Enjoy!
Hello everyone and welcome to Lodgify in Minutes. I'm Lucas and today I'm going to share with you a quick content video that will shine some light into our solution and how can it benefit your business. So here is our whole ecosystem and let me explain how this works. So our ecosystem consists of multiple solutions into one. The first solution would be, of course, the channel manager part. To help you managing multiple properties on multiple platforms, the channel manager is the best solution. Lodgify connects via API with Airbnb, Vrbo, Booking, and Expedia, where we connect and sync calendar, rates, and reservations in real time. So if you got a reservation on Airbnb, it will automatically update the other channel as well as your website, and let me tell you more about it in a couple of minutes. And you can manage everything through Lodgify and without the whole back and forth. So right now you're probably going from one platform to the other, and this could lead up to some missed messages or things like that. So with Lodgify, you will have everything in one place with no more back and forth. The second solution would be the website builder. So Lodgify offers a website builder, so you can build your own website from scratch with us, or if you want to use like a Squarespace or Wix website, you can use our own booking engine to help you with that. So we're covering both solutions, like external website, and if you want, you can build your own website with us. With your own website built from Lodgify, you can actually connect that with Google Vacation Rentals and how that actually works. So Google Vacation Rentals is kind of a new player, and it's not like a platform, but it behaves like one. So the gist of it is, if your guest is looking for a place to stay on Google, he can type like, let's say Florida on a map. He can find the properties there, and if your property is located in the neighborhood that they're looking for, they can click on the map and book directly with your own website. That way you're not only relying on platforms, so you get your own customer base. So here the first thing you're going to be seeing is Lodgify's dynamic pricing tool. It helps you set the perfect rates without the hassle. It automatically adjusts prices based on demand, seasonality, and market trends to boost your revenue. You stay in control by customizing pricing rules to fit your strategy. Just set it up once and let it do the work for you. And just below the channel manager, you can see the PMS bar. And let me explain a little bit more about that. So first, you got automated plus custom messaging, meaning that whenever you got, let's say, a check-in, a checkout, or any of those triggers, like normal triggers that you deal with on your daily basis, you can have a message ready for it. And the benefit is that you can create everything on Lodgify, and it will be replicated in multiple platforms. So you can manage everything in one place again. Same for the calendar, folks. So we have a unified calendar, meaning that every reservation that you got, independent from which platform it's coming from, you would be seeing in your calendar inbox. So with a unified inbox, you can see every message, no more back and forth. And to support you, we got the AI assistant that helps you generate content, description for your properties, and replying to customers in just a push of a button. Just to share another good update with you folks, we have not only the dynamic pricing tool, but we just released our smart lock management system. So folks, if you have smart locks and want to manage and update everything in one place, we already got that for you. So that's perfect. Folks, last but not least, we have the advanced PM. So I like to think of it as the most advanced side of Lodgify. So with it, you got advanced reporting and analytics and a super in-depth dashboard. You got task management for your cleaners. So if you're using like a calendar right now, like a Google Calendar to share tasks with your cleaners, you can bring everything to Lodgify. And of course, any updates that you got would be managed within Lodgify right now, instead of you having to go to an outside source. We got the check-in doc, which is like a form where you can share with your customers. That way they share more information about them, like names, phone numbers, IDs if you want to get an extra layer of security. Not only you can request, but you can share more information through the guest tab. So here you can create multiple guidebooks for your properties to share more information about like local restaurants or how to get to the property, like some good things that will make your guests feel more at home. Another thing we have inside the advanced module is actually the user statements. So with this, you can create statements, check income, expenses, taxes, and channel commissions. It's a simple tool, but great if you're doing your finances by hand or if you're used to use a spreadsheet. So this will really be a nice improvement for you. So here folks, I've been talking a lot about the platform, but let me demonstrate, let me show you. Let's do a quick demo right now together. So I always like to start in the rental section. Basically, this is the core heart of Lodgify. Every single one of your info is gonna be coming and going through your properties. And another good thing you can do is actually copy the information from Airbnb. If you already have that on Airbnb, copy and paste into Lodgify. That way you're not going to be doing that manually. So once you copy and paste or create from scratch, you can click here. There you go. Here you can see the overview, so description, rental information, rooms, amenities, and all that. Pictures, photos as well. So if you need to change anything, instead of going back and forth on those platforms, you just change here on Lodgify and this will update automatically. And this will work for your rates as well. Super simple. So as I promised folks, everything that you get from the platforms you'll be getting here on Lodgify. So if you need to check the reservations, you just click here and you can see the reservation menu. And if you, let's say you want to check Haley's and maybe you were asking, how do I know where it's coming from? You can check the logo here. If it's showing Lodgify, it's coming from your website for direct bookings. If it's coming from Airbnb or Vrbo or Booking, it would have their own logo here. So it's easy for you to tell where it's coming from. If you click, you can see a breakdown of the reservation, guest information, if it was provided, and if you want to exchange messages with Haley, you just go here. Anything that you type here, folks, and push send, Haley is going to be receiving in her inbox without noticing that you're using another software to communicate with her. Fairly simple. If you need to check all the messages that you exchange with your customers, you just go here, inbox tab. So once you're here, let's select Karen, why not? And the inbox tab, folks, it works similar to the reservation tab with the logos and all, so you can tell where it's coming from. Here you can type anything you want, super simple. If you want, you can click saved reply. So if your customers are always asking the same question, you can just select the message that you got ready for it. So let's say someone's asking, where is the coffee machine? You just click here, and there you go. No typing needed. Another thing we can do is improve or create with AI. So let's say Karen is asking, oh, Lucas, can I bring my dog? If you click generate with AI, the AI tool will analyze the question from the customer and provide an answer accordingly. Another thing you could do is, let me type anything. So you can bring your dog. You can click improve with AI, and once you do that, you can see it's gonna think, and there you go. It has improved my message, so it works better, feels better. Let's jump over to the calendar, folks. So here is our unified calendar where you can see every single one of your reservations from the multiple platforms. So if Charlie's is coming from VRBO, it will have their logo here, and if you need to check their reservation, you just click and you can see the breakdown here. As our calendar is interactive, you can do things with it. So maybe you want to update your rates, you just click on the dates. Let's edit the nightly price. So I'm gonna be increasing my prices by a little bit because I know that we're gonna have an event here. So instead of being an average of like $100, it's gonna be $200. Once you click save, You can see updates right here, updates across the board as well. Another thing you can do with our calendar is block some dates. So if you need to close, let's say from Thursday to Saturday, because it's going through renovations, you just click renovations, and once you save, boom, updates here, updates across the board. So this would be the channel manager part, folks, the core. So right now, let's jump into the website builder part. Folks, let's switch from the channel manager to the website builder part. So Lodgify works with a template-based website. You don't need to know anything like super complex about coding or follow complicated steps. You just need to follow basically our quick tutorial that we'll provide. So if you want to customize your website, you can select your different themes. So you can go with Capuchin. I always like to go with Livingstone, but let's switch to Tideway so you can see it. So there we have Tideway, and you can see it changes the overall look and feel of the platform. But of course, you can change anything you see here. So you can change color codes, you can change fonts, buttons, borders. You can add multiple images as background so you can have this slideshow going. And of course, you can change the logo of the business. If you want to customize, of course, the main page and different pages, you just go here under, of course, pages. Once you're here, you select the tab you want to customize. Let's say you want to customize the home. Just go here, edit, and here on your left, you got your different, let's call it the building blocks. So if you want to change this text, far from the matting crowd, you just go and click here. And of course, you can change anything. As soon as you change, updates here on the main website. If you want to change the order of things, it's easy. You just drag and drop. You can see that is updated. Easy. Let me change it back. If you want to add anything else, like let's say another image or maybe a video or even a custom HTML if you're tech savvy, you just need to go here under section. And of course, you can fully customize and add anything you want. As soon as you got everything set up, you just go, of course, before publishing, you can preview your website. As soon as you do, you can see it. Looks good, looks perfect, and publish. As soon as you publish, anyone can find your website on Google, of course, any search engine, and they can book directly and pay from your website without all that hustle. Last thing we're gonna tackle here, folks, is the advanced side of Lodgify, the property manager module. So let's get away from the website and click here under PM modules. Okay, nice. Loading. There you go. So here you're gonna land on the control center. Here is super nice. You can see a lot of information about your business, such as revenue, occupancy rate, nights filled, nights booked ahead. You have a lot of things, and even a breakdown of revenue per platform, so you can see which one is performing better than the other. If you want, you can click on any of those data points, let's say revenue, and you'll have a dedicated overview for that specifically, so you can see historical breakdown of revenue, comparing different dates, and of course, again, historical data here, comparing different dates and different properties. If you have cleaners or staff that you want to manage, you can do everything within Lodgify as well with a task management tool. So here you can see, once you click tasks, you can see a simplified version of the calendar. And with this, you can actually not only check like the reservations, you can see check in, check out, you can see everything here. You can interact to create tasks. So let's go over here and let's say that Lucas needs to, tomorrow, he needs to change light bulb, and you can add anything as description, start date, end date. You can customize that as well, of course, and assign this task to Lucas. As soon as you save, Lucas would be receiving a notification in his cell phone letting him know that he needs to do this task at this time on this property. Simple as that. We know that creating tasks every time could be a bit annoying, so we got you covered. So you can go under schedule tasks, And let's say for the cleaning task, which will happen a lot of times, super frequently, you can say that this task with this description, it's going to automatically create itself at checkout and needs to be done before the next check-in. As soon as you save, you can see here in the calendar, folks, that every single one of your reservations, as soon as you have a checkout, it will automatically create the task. That way you don't need to worry about anything. Let's jump into what we call the guest module. And within the guest module, you can create and share guidebooks for the property. So let me show you an example here. As we are here, this is an example. So you have your guides. It's only sharing text, but you can customize with images. You can see add like links if you want to share like something about it, like a local blog or something, a restaurant, and you can share all the information that is going to be relevant to the property, and that's going to add up another sense of belonging to the guest as well. So you can scroll down, you can see everything here. Nice. There you go. And the last but not least, folks, let's tackle these statements, or what I like to call our bookkeeping tool to keep track of revenue and expenses. So if you click under any of these examples, you can see that within this month, let's say March, this is your total income. This is what came from bookings, fees, add-on taxes, and of course, below you got the summary of payments, so revenue and expenses. And if you scroll down, you got a breakdown per property, per fee, per add-on, taxes, and all that. And at the end, of course, you would be getting the net income. So you know what you're going to be expecting to receive at the end of the month. So folks, this is the quick tour for our property manager module. Right now, I'm going to share with you some things like some tips and tricks, advanced tips and tricks that you can use on a daily basis. Starting our advanced tips, first, it's important to set up your automatic responses. So those are of course, the automatic responses that are sent automatically across the board, depending on the scenario and the trigger. So let's say if someone's asking, not asking, but if someone is confirming a reservation, you get a message ready for that. And you can customize not only for your website, but for the different platforms. Let me show you. You can see here you got a template. You can customize that and add these blue thingies here. They're called messaging placeholders that will adapt depending on your guest's personal information. Another thing we have is this custom automatic responses. I like to think of it as a bulkier version of the basic automatic responses. So with this, you can schedule messages. So if you want to send a reminder, let's say one day before they check in, like, oh, we cannot wait to have you here with us. Here is a reminder, like how to get to the property, how to like open the door or something like that. Or you can even set up like a message after they check out, maybe sharing like a promo code if they come back to your website in the next 6 months or anything like that. So let me show you an example here. So you can see you got your language, subject, you got your super nice text with the messaging placeholder here as well. And this is where you can make it schedule. So before guests arrive, on the day of arrival, after arrival, and you can customize the number of days as well. So super nice. Another option that we got, and I mentioned to you that before, is the smart locks. So right now you have the capability of activating and connecting your smart locks with Lodgify. It's super simple. Anyone that is making a reservation, confirming a reservation, it's going to automatically generate the code for them and send all the updates. You don't have to worry about anything else. Last but not least, folks, is dynamic pricing. So our dynamic pricing tool, you can enable or disable for all the properties or like one set at a time. And as soon as you enable it, you just need to set up a minimum, which is the lowest you can get, and of course the maximum. And if you want, you can add different rules. I like to think of those rules as different seasons, because we know that the minimum and the maximum can change depending on the seasonality. And as soon as you do that and click check save, you can see that the price will update here, and the price keeps updating on a daily basis. That way you don't have to worry about anything afterwards. This will wrap up our advanced tour, like advanced tips and tricks. I feel like your folks are already super well experienced. But of course, if you need anything else, you can always count on Lodgify. I've been talking a lot about product, but let's talk about service. Not only we have a great product, but we have a great support team. And with our support, you can expect onboarding, free onboarding. So basically, we're going to be teaching you how to set everything properly. We're going to be supporting you throughout this whole early stages. We know that it's super scary to change from one way to the other. So we're going to be supporting you with onboarding without any additional costs. And after the full onboarding experience is ready, you will always have our support team to back you up. Either by email or phone, you always contact a human being on the other end of the line. You will be talking to a bot or a voicemail. So we really like this person-to-person contact. So you can expect that with us. As you can see here, folks, we got a lot of things that will help you grow your business and of course manage everything more efficiently. But if you want to see how everything works in reality, why not schedule a demo with us? You can just get in contact with our team and they will gladly schedule a demo. And it will be my pleasure to show more about how Lodgify works and all its magic. I hope you folks enjoyed our Lodgify in minutes and I hope to see you again soon. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that demonstration video. These videos will be updated as companies release new features in their software, so make sure you subscribe or sign up to the email mail list so you'll get the reminders when new videos are posted. Until the next time.